next time.
Move on.
No, but on the actual game itself, we haven't touched on the Trusty red card. We should mention it just purely because Celtic have said they're going to appeal it. I know, Mick, you said on the Hotline Live the other night that you
I've appealed it.
Well, it was a red card. Swanee, what did you make of it?
Yeah, I think there was a general feeling around it that had a red card been brandished immediately by the on-pitch referee, Stephen McLean, I think it could have been debated, but I think most people would have kind of accepted it. I think Callum McGregor said that after the game on Sunday. I think the biggest bugbear in the whole thing was the fact that VAR are only supposed to intervene when something is clear and obvious. Mm-hmm. And for a day and a half, 2 days since the match is finished at Tynecastle, people have debated it. He would have got a shot. He wouldn't have got a shot. Nobody knows whether he would have got a shot. And I happen to think myself, he probably would have had a decent enough first touch to get it out his feet into the box for a set and then have a strike at goal. But I think, as I've said before, it doesn't matter what I think. And do you know what? It doesn't really matter what John Beaton thinks. You're not supposed to get involved unless it's clear and obvious. And that was not clear and obvious. And I can 100% understand why Celtic have appealed it.
What do you think, Nick?
I can 100% understand why they're annoyed about it. Because, like I say, if Stephen McLean had given a red card straight away, I think Celtic would have went, that was a bit harsh, that, but there you go. It's the fact that VAR have come in and got involved in this. I think that's opening a real can of worms. There's no one, I have yet to hear anyone say it was clear and obvious that Landry Kabore was going to get a strike at goal.
Well, you're about to.
And I think he was going to, but it doesn't matter what I think or what anybody else thinks. It doesn't matter. In the rules of VAR, they're only supposed to get involved.
So I don't agree with you. I think it's an obvious goal.
You never agree with me.
I know, but I definitely don't this time. I don't let you down. Listen, he's got a 14-yard start on Dane Murray. He's got a 13-yard start on Liam Scales.
Mike, you're missing the point. You're missing the point. I said right at the start.
So you're telling me he's also one of the
rules are you're not supposed to get VAR's not supposed to get involved.
That's what I'm telling you. That's what I'm saying. He's got a 14-yard start on one defender, a 13-yard another. He's also one of the fastest players in Scotland. He's clean through. The ball's going slightly to the right of the centre of the goal. I take that point. That's a goal score opportunity, a clear one. I'm not saying that he's going to run, take one touch, and then dink the goalie. Right? That's not what the rules stand. Is he going through for an obvious goal opportunity? What's he going to do? Is he going to go through there, right? Turn back and square it to one of his pals? No. The only place he's going is towards goal at that point. His own player is behind Liam Scales. So he's clean through with the goal that he beat. No matter what the angle, it's a goal opportunity. I don't understand. I don't actually understand the fuss. It's like that old damn internet thing that the dress one says green, one says gold. It's like it's a goal opportunity. It's a red card. I mean, it's a very slim contact. Auston Trusty knew the exact second it happened he was in big bother. Kasper Schmeichel dragged him away, said, don't talk to the referee, don't get into any more bother. And then when he went to VAR, Trusty started walking up the tunnel. The red card, he was off the pitch.
That's Auston Trusty. When the referee gets shouted over, he knows what's going to happen.
No, well, don't. The referee's got the final decision. You can go and look at it and go, you know what? I looked at it.
When does it ever happen that a referee goes over and goes, I guess it happened once, twice?
No,
it happened in England at the weekend and Pep Guardiola took a crossbow at some new referee for doing it.
I just think it's see my instinct. See at the time, sitting in the stand, the first reaction was he is in big bother. He's in big bother. Yeah. And then when the yellow card came out, I thought, oh, he's a lucky boy. He's a lucky boy.
That's what I thought.
Then you forget, you go.
I thought exactly the same.
Did you see
that's what the point I'm making.
There's still, I mean, you actually see the pace that he's running at. He's leaving Trusty. You see, in terms of the decision, you take Trusty off that out the picture. If he wasn't there, is that a goal opportunity? Of course it is.
The thing is, just to go down, you're playing devil's advocate, because I do agree, Mick. When I saw it, I thought, wow, he's really lucky. But does the fact that we're now sitting here, we're recording this on Tuesday, days later, still debating it, kind of show that, like you say, Swanee, it wasn't clear and obvious because we're still debating it.
I just think clear and obvious is supposed to be like 99.9%.
Aye.
I keep repeating myself. Do I think it was a goal scoring opportunity? Yes. I probably do think it was. But was it 100% clear and obvious? That's the argument that's supposed to be that VAR are not getting involved. That's all. I'm very much with you guys. The red card that came out exactly at the time.
The rule, you've answered for Swan. The rule is denying an obvious goal scoring opportunity. Was it denying an obvious goal scoring opportunity? That's the only question they had to ask at the VAR at the video. That's the only question. And if it was, then the referee got it wrong first time round. If it wasn't, it was right. And the two of them, and between the two of them, they all thought, yeah, it was denying an obvious goal scoring opportunity. So it's the right call. If that happens, listen, if it's always subjective. That's the problem with any of these decisions. It's always subjective. And people go, "Oh, make a bad touch, make that." Doesn't matter.
And like I said, Michael, I think it was the right call. I think red card was the right call, but I don't. But I think the procedure of it all is not meant to work in that way. That's the point I've been making.
Well, if you're saying it's the right decision, then that's VAR doing its job, correcting that decision that was wrong. You're saying it's not wrong enough, but if it's
I'm just saying what I think. I thought he would go through and score. I thought he would go through and have a shot. But like I say, it doesn't matter what you think. That's subjective. Clear and obvious is not subjective.
I get what you mean, Swan. In fairness, McLean gave the yellow card initially. Now, if he'd stuck with the yellow card, no one would be going, or would they? I don't know. Would they be saying, "Oh, that's obviously a red card"?
Yeah, the Hearts fans would have been raving that he should have been off, quite right, and quite rightly, and we would have been sitting watching the game, going, "Whoa, Trusty got away with that, didn't he?"
Aye.
Yeah. That's just what happens.
I see where you're coming from now.
Listen, I do think that either way, it's a contentious decision, right? Okay, it could have went either way, but Celtic couldn't hang on to the lead, and it's not. I don't think it's an excuse for Celtics. I mean, obviously up against it with 10 men with 50 minutes to go, plus another 8 minutes of added time as well. So a long way to go. However, Celtic's inability to keep the football or pass a football put them under pressure and lost the points for them. Because we've seen it for many times over spells. I mean, Brendan Rodgers' teams especially, if they're leading and they got 10 men, they keep the ball for the rest of the game, and it barely makes a difference. It barely. I think. The Hearts game at Tynecastle when Yanks sent off at 1-0, they're losing the game at that time. So it's different when you're losing the game. Sometimes it doesn't, but a lot of times with 10 men, so they can see it out because.
I tell you what, a good example and a good fallback on that is, Michael. I remember one of the first times that Brendan Rodgers ever did it at Celtic in his first spell in a game at Ibrox.
I know exactly what to see this morning.
Yeah, but exactly.